We have made it to Oslo. Here is our sleeper train. It was such a comfy train. So we didn't get much sleep just because of the amount of time we're on the train for. But it was so comfy. Would highly recommend. I'm gonna go find some coffee.
2 hours later.
We have not checked into the hotel because we can't check in till 3.
I wash my pits in the sink. My armpits.
So we've left our luggage, there's like a locked luggage storage room there. So we've left our luggage there. We've downloaded the Oslo card to our phones that's like, you pay a certain amount for however long and then get free admission to museums and transport and things. So we're off to a district in Oslo today called, it's something like Big Dog, something like that. Yes. So we're just walking to get the bus there now. We've come to the Norwegian Folk Museum and it's got loads of different parts, and I found an app that apparently has audio guides on, which I'm excited about. This folk museum was a little bit like Beamish in the northeast of England, and it had little replica houses, little streetways, and it had a farm with some pigs in it, and we also found some geese, and there were rabbits along the way as well. It had like a 60s village as well with old cars, and it had a sweet shop as well. Unfortunately, I couldn't buy any of the sweets because you needed cash to buy them, but it was still good. We're just walking from the Holocaust Museum. It was so interesting, and it also had a exhibition on like everyday racism, which was just really like insightful to read about, because I think it just makes you aware of like how privileged you are, like how privileged I am not to experience this. And it had like recordings of different people, so yeah, very interesting. Our heads are slightly frazzled, but it was definitely a worthwhile experience. Then we hit up the museum quarter, so we went to the Fram Museum, which as you can see is a massive ship, and you could go inside under the ship to see the sleeping quarters there. We're back in Oslo. We've completed the museums. We did a Kon-Tiki one as well, but I was wanting stuff from the, like, where the tour company got the name from, but didn't have that. They were just on about like someone going on a raft to French Polynesia. So we're back in the centre of Oslo now having waffles. The buses were a bit of a mare. There was just like a massive like build up of buses, so we got the tram. The waffles are smelling nice. What do you have?
My friend from the sweet shop recommended getting a waffle with cheese and jam, and I had some big house fruits.
Oh. Yep. It's Saturday morning, so I'm in my park run outfit. I'm just going to find the bus stop now to get the bus to park run. We slept so well last night. We were absolutely exhausted last night. The bed is really comfy. We're staying at Smart Hotel Oslo, which has the tiniest rooms. However, very comfy bed. We were very tired. So I slept for about 9.5 hours. We definitely have slept longer, but we've got tonight, and yeah, off to park run.
A few moments later.
I think I've made it to the park run. I can see it in the distance. Bit of a mare on the bus because just didn't realise my stop had come up, so he just had to like let me off on a random street, but we got there in the end. Norwegian buses just confuse me, and it's not a them problem, it's a me problem. But I can see park runners, I can see the sign, so I think we're good now. Finished park run. It was a little bit warm because the park runs in Norway start at 9:30, because presumably at 9 AM in the winter it's dark. But it was hilly. There were 282 feet of elevation gain in a park run. I was like, that is wild, and it was a 5-lapper as well. So you just got the hills 5 times. So now I'm on my way back. Need to navigate back to the bus stop, go back to the hotel, shower, and then we're going out to a sculpture park. We're at a sculpture park. We're not really arty though. They're pretty. We're not really, but it's nice, you know, it's nice. The more we went around this sculpture park, the more cool it was actually, and it had lots of sculptures of naked bodies for some reason. We've just been to the Peace Centre, like the Nobel Peace Centre. Is that focusing? Average? We're on auto, okay. And now we're just going through town. It's really quite busy today, but Saturday. And we're going for a walking tour. That's included with our Oslo card. So, however, we've not actually had lunch yet. It's like 10 to 2. The walking tour's at 2. So we're hoping to be be able to get something to eat beforehand, but where am I? We are currently 2 minutes late for the walking tour. Bearing in mind everything runs on time in Norway. We cannot find the friggin' visitor centre. Like, it's so badly signposted. It pointed to, aha! Was I it's there. Man alive, it's inside the station. I feel like they may have wanted to mention that. So if they've set off without us, we try and find them somewhere. I don't know. We've made it onto the tour. We have no food or drink though, so we're gonna like try and dodge into places when she like stops to talk about things. Apparently Oslo was the green capital of either Europe or the world. Green capital of somewhere in 2019, which I'm absolutely buzzing about them for, because, you know, trees are good, gives you oxygen. However, if you've got hay fever, absolutely not vibing. It's absolutely not the vibe. Like, I'm just sneezing all over the place. Just, these trees are out to get me. This walking tour was part of the Oslo Pass, and we went around this fortress here that's on the coast, and it gave great views over the sea. We've now finished the city tour. If you can see my eyes, they hurt a lot. The taxi driver who we got from the taxi from Bergen station to the hostel recommended us a place for burgers. So we're heading there now. We're just waiting for the bus to the burger place. So excuse the look, I'm just allergic to the nature. We're at a place where we're getting burgers and it's posh. Like, we've not ordered chips or burgers because the chips cost £4.80. So we've just got the burgers, but the fella's really nice who's serving us, so, you know.
A dashi?
Okay.
Are you recording me as I take a bite? Is that what we're doing here? Oh god. It's too big for my mouth. Oh.
You're good.
Okay.
So, we've been to have a look at the ferry timetables, and I was like, let's go on a ferry, and Amutha was like, we can't. I was like, why not? And she was like, there's a surprise, and I was like, so that's where we're at. There's a surprise this evening. I've been assured that it's not dancing. We're going on a cruise.
Bit concerning that there's like not very many seats and quite a lot of people, so I don't know what this is.
All you can eat prawns, mate, all you can eat prawns. Okay.
And you can see for yourself all the money we have spent here on restoring her. And we need more money, and that's why we are so grateful to you all that you spend money and time to come visit Norway, because we know it is an expensive country. But when you come on board here, you will have full service from my restaurant, Chief Karen and her crew, and myself and my engineer.
This cruise was honestly so lovely. We had a little bit of rain at the beginning, but then we had beautiful weather throughout. We sat on the same table as 2 German students who we made friends with. They were studying in Denmark. This was the prawn buffet, so you could get as many prawns as you wanted, which was ideal. And then we sailed under the sunset, well, as much of a sunset you can get in Norway, and went back to Oslo. We have, what is it? Sunday morning. It's our last day in Norway today. Oh, she's got sushi on her top.
Sushi on my t-shirts. Hi, Caitlin.
We've checked out of our smart hotel this morning and left our stuff in the like luggage storage at the hotel. Oh, there's a dog. Can you see the dog? It's really cute. And we're getting the tram to the Transport Museum. I'm really excited about this.
A few moments later.
We're at the Transport Museum. There's lots of trams and you can go on them as well. Look at all these trams.
Hello and welcome to my crib.
We went for a walk down Akerselva River, which started at a waterfall and then wove in and out of wooded paths, little pathways. We went to food markets along the way, and it was just so nice to get out the hustle and bustle of the city. This afternoon we've done a riverside walk and then we were super hungry afterwards, so we went to, oh, it's a nice backpack. We went to a supermarket just to get something to eat, and now we're walking up onto the roof of the Opera House, which is cool. After going up the Opera House, we picked up some help. We headed back on the train, which had a silent carriage, and we got the train to the airport. This is me feeling the acai bowl was cold. And then we flew back to Manchester. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed our Norway vlogs.